Hey guys, and welcome back to a new movie review, and this one's going to be for the worst remake of all time.
You ready? This Detective Alex Murphy and Officer down.
We are on the eve of a technological revolution.
We need to give Americans a figure they can rally behind.
Give your mom a kiss.
Hi, baby.
Too slow, boy. We're gonna put a man inside a machine.
He suffered fourth-degree burns over 80% of his body. If he survives, he'll be paralyzed from the waist down, confined to a wheelchair.
You say you can save him, but what does that mean? What kind of life will he have?
What kind of suit is this?
It's not a suit, it's you.
What the hell did you do to me?
Make him more tactical, make him look, let's go with black.
When the machine fights, the system releases signals into Alex's brain, making him think he's in control. But he's not. It's the illusion of free will.
I've selected 13 targets, all wanted for murder.
This is the future of American justice.
You need to speak to your son. Somehow, he's overriding the system's priorities.
The human element will always be present. Compassion, fear, instinct, they will always interfere with the system.
Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
No, I'm only joking. This is actually for a movie review of the new Robocop, which is the worst remake of all time. Reason being is for quite a lot of reasons. That's what I'm going to talk about in this movie review, so I hope you enjoy. So let's get started. The first thing I want to talk about in this movie review is the change of the storyline. In the original, and as you all know, I love the original. Alex Murphy, him and his partner, they went into a abandoned warehouse to find some cop killers, and Alex pretty much gets his body blown to bits by guns, because the guys, you know, pretty much shoot him up. And then they, I think it was OmniCorp, I think they kept that the same. They pretty much changed him into Robocop. Then when he came back on, he wanted to hunt down the criminals for what they did to him. This one was that Alex Murphy, he was doing an investigation on some guns that were going missing in their police warehouse, and it was that these dirty cops were giving them to criminals, and the cops got the criminals to put a bomb in Alex Murphy's car, and he blew up when his car alarm wouldn't shut off, and you know, you saw it in the trailer. But the story wasn't exactly about him trying to get back at the criminals. Yeah, he did, but that took like half hour of the movie. After that, it was about him trying to get back to his family. So they really changed it around a bit. Now they added a few more characters into this. They kept Alex Murphy, but they changed his partner from being a female to a black guy. They added Samuel Jackson's character. He was like a TV reporter or a host. I can't remember if, I don't think they kept the police officer the same. The you know, head of the police officer thing. That was that a girl? I can't remember if that was a girl. Anyway, they added a lot of people, took a lot of people out. As I said, they really focused on the family a lot more. The wife was played by Abbie Cornish. Sorry, I just looked at my phone quickly so I don't forget their names. But yeah, the wife was played by Abbie Cornish. That looks really weird on the camera. I think she did the best job out of the entire cast. The rest of the cast was, you know, Joel Kinnaman, or Kinnaman, who played Alex Murphy. He did not suit the part. I'm sorry, he did a shit job as Robocop. Gary Oldman, playing Norton. I think he could have pulled it off, but he didn't. He did okay now. Obviously he did bad, but he could have done a lot better for the part. I think the directing in this, for how we wanted the cast to act, it wasn't there at all. Michael Keaton, what a big pile of rubbish. This choice was terrible. Then they got Jackie Haley, or Haley, as the gun guy. They tried to make him seem macho man, like tough, but he really seems like a pussy. Their acting skills weren't there. So that Abbie Cornish was the only one who really suited her part well. She did okay. I mean, I'm not saying she did great, but she did okay. Alright? So the camera work for this movie. Throughout the movie there was a lot of different types of camera work. You had tripod work and handheld work, which I think they needed. I think they needed a bit of both, but they did them in the wrong spots. The tripod scenes really should have been the handheld scenes, and the handheld scenes really should have been the tripod scenes. The scenes where people just walk around were the handheld scenes, and the scenes where he was like on the motorbike and when he was, you know, fighting, they should have been the handhelds, but they were tripod. I think what they tried to do with the handheld is try and make us feel like we were there. I think they tried to make us feel like we were there. It didn't work for me because they did it in the wrong spots. I think if they would have done handheld on, like, when he was on the bike, so you're like, whoa, I think that would have worked, but they didn't do it for the spots that could have been handheld, and, you know, they got them the wrong way around. Visual effects, they were actually really good. That was probably the only thing that really was good about this film. That really was one thing that you could walk out and be like, the visual effects are amazing. That's one of the first things you would think of, you know, when you walked out of the cinema or seeing this movie. You'd be like, the visual effects are at least good, you know, even if they fucked up a lot of other things. Now, I want to talk about original versus remake quickly. Obviously, the original is going to be a billion times better, which it is. It's a cult classic. This is not a cult classic movie. This is an entertaining movie. This new one isn't meant to be a shot-for-shot remake, okay? This is meant to be a fresh look at Robocop, and I understand that. I personally wouldn't want to pay to see a shot-for-shot remake. I would not pay for that, so I am sort of happy that they sort of, you know, turn the storyline around a little, got a fresh new cast, you know, whatever. They gave it a new look. I like that. I understand that. I wouldn't want to see a shot-for-shot remake or, you know, whatever. I'm glad. I wouldn't want to pay to see that. I want to pay to see something new and fresh, and they gave us that, but I think they did it wrong. But this is nowhere near a cult classic. This will be forgotten in 20, 30 years, as most people remember the original Robocop. Oh yeah, the suit. The black mother beep and suit. What the fuck? Whose idea was it to change the colour of the suit? Come on. It's ridiculous. It didn't even look good. Why would you change it? It was stupid. I didn't like it. It didn't fit. The suit is supposed to be silver. Goddamn. Another positive after a lot of negatives. The suit, the movement of the suit was better. The sound effects for the suit, way better than the original. Of course, you can agree with that. In the original, you couldn't really hear any sound effects, and it was like this, you know, the olden day robot. In this one, he was like, dun, 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 dun. You know, it really looked like he was a human inside a suit. I think they got the movement spot on, but as I said, the acting wasn't great. Should this have been a spin-off rather than a remake? That was one thing that I really only thought of when I got home last night after seeing it. Should it have been a spin-off rather than a remake? I think they could have done a spin-off rather than a remake. I think that would have been a lot better than having a remake. I think for them to drop the character Alex Murphy and have gone with something else, you know, change the storyline a lot, you know, have it that, you know, it's a brand new character and something similar has happened to him, you know, or he knows Alex Murphy or something, or, you know, whatnot, and they have to put him inside a suit now, or something, or the program's bigger now, or something. I think it really would have been better than a remake. You know, they didn't really necessarily have to call it a Robocop film, like call it Robocop, or they could have had they could have had it tied into his character without actually making it about Alex Murphy. I think that would have been pretty interesting to watch. But I think the whole remake thing, I think Hollywood's getting a bit bored now and just looking to remake everything. But I think a spin-off would have been a bit more interesting than a remake. I think that's pretty much it for this video. That's what I've already read everything off my list. That's really what I want to talk about. Overall, this film was entertaining. Don't get me wrong, it was enjoyable, but it is not a film that I'm going to call a classic. It's a part of one of the shitty remakes. It's not bad, but it is the worst remake I've ever seen. So just keep that in mind if you go and see it. It's not bad, but it's the worst remake ever made. But to be honest, it was good. I'm going to have to give this a 7 out of 10. It was enjoyable, as I said. So, I just had a few little problems in there with the suit, with the storyline change, with the acting, with the camera movements. But overall, it was an enjoyable film. The first half hour was a bit you know, it was a bit boring, and that's where I sort of said this is a really bad remake. But it sort of did pick up towards the end. There was a scene there, little spoiler alert, it won't ruin much, where it was towards the end where the military was trying to, or whatever they were, OmniCorp, security, whatever, they were trying to shoot their way through to Robocop's little room, and the Dr. Norton, he was trying to wake Robocop up, and he was yelling at him, he was like, wake up, wake up. That bit was really, really badly acted. That could have been a really, really good scene. Like, usually in those sorts of scenes, I usually get goosebumps, but it wasn't there. The acting wasn't there. Like, it was really badly acted. As I said, the wife, she was the only one that really did a good job in this. That was really standoutable. That's even a word. Would I buy this on Blu-ray? Yes, I would. I would buy this on Blu-ray, but I wouldn't rush out and pay $30 for it. I wouldn't. I'd probably wait it came down to like $20. But anyway, that's my movie review. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. This is for the new one, obviously. And yes, it did get released 2 weeks before America. I know, it's really weird, like, because I was looking on the Cinemas website that I go to, and they're like, oh, Robocop comes out on the 6th of February. And I was like, what? No. America doesn't get it till the 20th. Why do we get it on the 6th? And I'm like, we get it on the 6th. So it's like, okay, I'm going to go and see it before every other country does. And I'll get a lot of views on my movie review, because that's awesome. Because everyone want to know what's it like. So that's what it's like. It's a bad remake, but it's an entertaining movie. It's one that I wouldn't buy a lot of stuff at the popcorn stand for. Don't go spending a lot of money to go and see this movie. It's not one that I would recommend you spend $50, $60 on. I would recommend probably spending just your ticket on it. I wouldn't really go on a movie date to go and see this. But it's entertaining, don't get me wrong. I'm going to shut up now and let you guys go, because I'm rambling on, and usually I'd cut the shit out, but my editing software is not working. So this is probably going to be a really bad video, guys. I'm really sorry. Usually I would edit out lots of that shit. And one quick thing, the ending scene, I won't say what it is. I loved it. It was so funny with Samuel L. Jackson. That was so funny. That was a great way to end it. I was laughing my ass off with what he said, because he's the host, and he had a video of someone, and he said something about him. I was like, what? What even? But yeah, that ending was, it was good. I did enjoy the ending. They didn't really necessarily fuck up the ending, but it was an entertaining, enjoyable film. Not as good as the original, of course, but it's the worst remake ever made. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys later.